Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome to my pre-wedding video log. And I thought I'd take some time just before the big day to talk about a couple things that have been going on and that are going to go on and all that kind of good stuff. So at the point of recording this, the wedding is in 5 days, I think, 5 or 6 days. Actually, yeah, it's 5 days. Math is hard, and it's coming quick, really quick. So the majority of my time has been devoted to obviously making sure that day goes as smoothly as possible. I'm a little nervous. I just want everything to go well. I feel like I'm not up to the point where I want to be. I don't look as good as I want to be. Things aren't necessarily as prepared as I want them to be. But at the same time, we've done a lot. We've come a long way. And it's about as set in stone as you can possibly get at this point. So actually, I think this is the first video log I'm recording in the new apartment, which is kind of strange because I've been here for about 3 months. So this is the office slash den, and it's great. It's nice and enclosed, and noise canceling, I guess. Well, not a lot of noise gets in here. The only thing is it's ridiculously hot in this room. Here in Penticton where I live, it gets really hot in the summer, and people are like, oh, it's Canada, they all live in igloos and whatever. But no, it gets the same temperature here as it does in California. So yeah, right now it's blistering hot, and this room has zero ventilation. So being in here, and it's got two computers, not just mine, but it's also got Jasmine's in here, and they're running almost constantly. So it kind of gets really hot in here really quickly, and that's why I'm sweating profusely. Not just because I'm nervous, but there's some crap on the walls there. There's a picture that one of my friends, she made me from Comic-Con, so I framed it. And there's up above that one there is a mouse pad signed by a bunch of professional StarCraft 2 players. And then there's a Japanese fan there as well. There's also a bed back here, because that brings me to my next talking point, which is that Jasmine's parents are coming. They're actually, while I'm recording this, on their way, driving from Los Angeles to here. And as soon as they're here, I'm not going to be able to, obviously, any kind of recording. Also because, the wedding is happening. So there's those two factors. But I'm very excited to have them here. It's going to be great to have her family meet my family for the first time. I'm really looking forward to it. But the one thing I'm not looking forward to is that there's going to be four extra people in this apartment, and it's perfect for 2 people. But having 6 people in here for about a week, it's gonna be tough. There's only one bathroom, and it's gonna be a little bit awkward, a little bit cramped, but it'll be okay. So me and Jasmine and I are giving up our room to her parents, because we've got a nice big soft king size bed in there, and we're gonna be sleeping here in the den. So there's a bed here for sleeping purposes predominantly. So that's where things are with that. And what else to say? I had my bachelor party. I keep wanting to say it was yesterday, but it was actually the day before yesterday, because my friend he's like Bender, from Futurama. He's like a robot powered on alcohol. And the more alcohol he drinks, the more energetic he gets. And he can drink more than anyone I've ever known. And so he bought us the bachelor party was at his place. He's also my best man. And he bought this fridge, and it's full with nothing but beer. There's nothing but beer. There's like 50 beers in the fridge. And he got a very good selection. He knows it very well. He got all my favorite beers, and packed it full of beers. I had a bunch of close friends over, and we all had a good time. But the day after that, it was a complete write-off. I have the lowest hangover tolerance in the world, and it's your bachelor party with all your friends, and they're just throwing drinks at you, and before you know it, you're just completely beyond the point of all redemption. And then the day after, it was rough. I keep thinking that, yeah, it was yesterday, because I spent all of Sunday sleeping and trying to recover, and it feels like the day didn't even exist, I guess. Oh man. So there's two ceremonies, I guess. I don't know if I've talked about the actual logistics of the wedding, but there's going to be two ceremonies. One is a Sikh ceremony, and that's for Jasmine's parents, because they're very ethnically they're very religious. They're ethnically Sikh, and very, very religious. So they want to have a traditional ceremony for their daughter to send her off. And then on Saturday, August 9th, we're having the actual wedding, which is, going to be the big party and everything like that. And I'm really, excited for that while being nervous for it. Because the way I always envisioned my wedding was for all the people, all my family and friends, to come together and have a good time. That's what I want. That's my bar for this wedding, and that's what I hope is going to happen. So all the pieces are in place for that. Lots of food, lots of alcohol, lots of speeches and everything to be made. We've got live music playing, so we've got all the pieces of the puzzle in place for a good time. And let's just hope they all fit together the way they're supposed to. So after the wedding, which is on August 9th, I'm pretty sure I've said that 5 or 6 times by now. After the wedding, I have a week where I'm still doing my thing, working, recording, whatever. And then after that, me and Jasmine are starting our honeymoon on the 15th to the 25th. So I'm going to be completely gone for that week. We're going on a road trip around this area of Canada, which is good for both of us because we're going to very famous area in Alberta. It's called Banff, and it's famous for its natural beauty and hiking and that sort of stuff. But we're also going through Alberta, which honestly, it's the province right next to me, but I have spent almost no time there in my entire life. So it'll be good for both of us, because she's going to get some experience in some more rural settings, because she comes from Los Angeles and she's never done any kind of fishing or camping or anything like that. As at the same time, I'm going to get to explore these parts of Canada that I've never been to. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be like a 7-day, or actually it's going to be a little more than that, more like 10-day road trip around the area. So that's very excited for that as well. And the nice thing is now I've worked at my job so long that I get paid vacation time. First time in my life I've ever gotten paid vacation time. And so I actually get paid to go on my honeymoon. And also at work, I asked my boss recently for a raise, and he agreed to that, which he didn't agree to as much as I would have hoped, but he kind of met me in the middle. So obviously anything is hugely appreciated. So that aspect of life is going well. Actually, I'm trying to grow somewhat of a beard for at least the Punjabi ceremony, because it's traditional for the groom to have a beard. But my boss is like super anti-facial hair, and he doesn't want any of his employees to have facial hair. They all want to be clean shaven and look good and blah blah blah. But Jasmine baked him a key lime pie, which is his favorite, and brought it into work for him, and then asked if I could grow a beard for the Punjabi ceremony, and he said yes. So that's why I've got this valiant attempt at a beard going on right now, and hopefully it's going to be something worthwhile in 5 days. But we'll have to see. So I thought I'd just bring you guys up to speed. I do sincerely want to apologize for the lack of recording. It's mainly due to the wedding, and I don't know. I'm sure there are plenty of you out there who've been married before, and I'm sure there are many more who are planning to get married, or at some point, in the future will get married, and it's quite planning a wedding is quite an undertaking, and I'm very happy for all the work that Jasmine put in, that my mother especially has put in, and all the time they've taken to make this event hopefully as great as it's going to be. But with that undertaking, I have had less time to do the things that I want to do, and it's been affecting me, maybe not in the most positive of ways, because for me recording it's like your zen time, and it's your time to try and get your creative muse out there, and not having that outlet as much as I would like. I think it's been harder on me than I thought it would be, but hopefully once the wedding's done we can get back to doing the things that are fun to do, doing the Let's Plays. I've been just completely addicted to Rise of Nations. It's like the one and only game I've been playing. I actually did get into, speaking of games I've been playing, I got into the Evolve Alpha, and that was 3 days, and I can't talk about it at all. It's a strict NDA policy or thing that they have going on, so I can't say anything about it, but it's fun. I hope that's not too much, but it's fun. And besides that, after the wedding, I want to do more. I'm really missing the opportunity to do sort of political videos or philosophical videos, the chance to talk about important things that are interesting to me, and hopefully interesting to a lot of people out there. To me, that's one thing that I really, really miss. And those videos, to put something out there that isn't just an incoherent mess is not easy. So they take a lot of time. And I have had a video that I thought was done, but I kept going back and I kept tweaking it and I kept changing it until I try and find something that I liked. But I've come to the point where I know that I'm never gonna like this video, probably just because my standards are too high, I guess. But so I figured I may as well release what I have, so all this work that I've done doesn't go to waste. It's this video about social justice warriors, and why they're completely mishandling all the goals that they seek to achieve. And it's kind of like my belief that these people, that none of them are really serious, that they're all kind of like, because to me, the goals that they want to achieve are very laudable, but they go about it in the worst possible way, in ways that are so bad and so misguided that to me it's impossible for anybody to be that blind and to be that misguided. So I think that they're intentionally trying to undermine the goals they want to achieve. So that's kind of like the premise of the video. And it's like I said, it was done a while ago, but then when I was rewatching it, I decided, oh, there's all these things I don't like, and took it out and put new stuff in and whatever. And now at this point, like I said, I just want to release it so all this hard work I've done doesn't go to waste. And I think that's pretty much it, I guess. Just looking forward to when it comes to the actual YouTube channel. After the wedding is when things will get more into the groove that they normally have been. So I'm thinking a lot about what I want to do with the YouTube channel, and kind of what I want to do with my life in general. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm thinking about where my personal future, where I want it to be, and what kind of impact I want to make on the world at large. I've been spending a lot of time thinking about these really, tough issues, these really big issues. And hopefully at some point we'll have some kind of dialogue or discourse about it, or something that we can wrap our heads around. So with that, I'm going to have to sign this off for now. And it's getting late. Tomorrow's a big day. And the day after that's a big day. The day after that's a big day. And so on and so forth until the very, very big day. And yeah, so thank you guys for being patient with me. Thank you for putting up with me during these times. And I thank you for all the well wishes I've been receiving. And if you guys follow me on Facebook and whatnot, I'm sure you'll see the wedding pictures. They'll find their way on there. And I might even record some. I don't want to record the wedding, but there are a couple aspects I'd like to do. I want to give a speech at the wedding, and I wouldn't mind, honestly, having that recorded and putting it up on YouTube. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But until next time, it's been Stalin signing off, and you guys take care.